So good morning all students. Today we are starting the new unit of control system. The name of unit is unit number 1, Introduction to the Control System. Now the control system, the main thing about control system is that it automatically controls the process. This is the most important thing. We've already seen the types of controllers, that is your continuous, discontinuous and composite controllers, how they control the process, correct? They have the methods of controlling the process. Then after that, we have seen the programming related control system. Most of the control systems are controlled by using PLC. So we have seen the programming PLC. Then we have seen the what you can say, the long programs, how the process is actually controlled using programs, how the timers are used. Now we'll see the theoretical concepts of control system. Now what is meant by control system? The most important thing. Control system is defined as a system connected in such a manner that to adjust, regulate, direct and connect to achieve the desired task. Means suppose in a control system various parts are there, that parts are adjusted, they are connected in such a way that they will adjust, regulate and they will direct or connect to the connected in such a way that they can achieve the certain desired task. Suppose one air conditioner is there. There are various parts are there in an air conditioner. All the parts are connected in such a way that they will adjust the room temperature, they will regulate the room temperature, they will direct its parts so that the room temperature is achieved. So its desired task is to achieve the room temperature. So room temperature is achieved by using air conditioner. So that air conditioner is your what you can say, the control system. Remember or make a note of it that your fan, the normal fan is not a control system. Okay, it is not a control system. So your air conditioner is your control system. Again, your cooler is not a control system. Air conditioner is a control system. So think in that way that you can distinguish the control systems. What is the control system and which systems are not the control system. So the definition of control system is that it is defined as a system connected in such a manner that to adjusted, regulated, directed or connected to achieve the desired task. सगळे पार्ट्स अशा पद्धतीने ऍडजस्ट केलेले असतात, डायरेक्ट केलेले असतात की तुमची जी काही टास्क आहे ती तुम्हाला अचीव करता येईल. ओके, सो this is the definition of control system. Now what are the major parts are there in your control system? So I'll share my screen so that you'll so on the screen as you can see, so as you can see here, unit number 1, control system. So what are the types of, we'll see first of all the parts of control system. So as you can see here, so parts of the control system, neglect this part, we can cut this here. Okay, so parts of the control system. On the screen you can see the major parts of the control system which are present in the control system. So as you can see, in parts of control system, see the first part is called as a plant, or it is also called as a process. It is also called as a process. So a plant or a process is defined as it is a piece of equipment or the set of machine parts operating together to perform the desired task. Suppose AC is there, the main part of AC is your compressor, correct? So compressor is a set of machine pieces, okay, set of machine pieces, and they are operating together to perform the particular task. So what compressor does? Compressor compresses the gases and it cools the room temperature. Okay. So plant or a process is nothing but it is a piece of equipment. It can be a single equipment or it can be the set of machine parts. Okay. So they work together, they operate together to perform the certain task. Okay. So this is your plant. Second is your controller. Second part of the control system is controller. Controller, you know that controller, it is the basic element of the plant itself. It is the basic element of plant itself. It can be connected externally, it can be connected internally, which controls the whole process. Okay, so controller, you can say that it is the brain of control system. Means compressor, we will take the same example, air conditioner. It is most important example. By reference of it, uh, you can gain the knowledge of all control systems. So in air conditioner, compressor is the main part. It can be the plant, it can be the process. It has the microprocessor or the microcontroller. That microcontroller controls the whole operating of your air conditioner. So that microcontroller will be your controller. So it can be external thing, it can be internal thing. It is a part of system which actually controls the system, the operation of system. Means suppose you are setting the room temperature as 25 degrees Celsius. When that temperature is achieved, your controller shuts down the compressor. AC ne shut down, compressor shut down so that you can save the electricity. Correct? So that is the case. So controller, it is the basic element of the system. Okay, which can be internal or which can be the external thing, which controls the plant or process. Okay, so that is your controller. Okay, so third part is your input. So input is nothing but the stimulus given to the control system on which the operations are performed. Okay, input is nothing but the stimulus given to the system which controls the whole, which is given to the system on which the system works. Suppose same air conditioner example. So here temperature is your input. Stimulus means it is the input given to the system, that is temperature. On that temperature, the system works and the output is generated. Okay, so input is nothing but the excitation or the stimulus given to the control system. It can be given from external source or it can be the internal source. Okay, to achieve the specific task. तुम्हाला रूमचं टेम्परेचर कमी करायचं आहे, मग तुम्ही एका टेम्परेचर सेन्सर थ्रू तुम्ही एअर कंडिशनरला इनपुट देऊ शकता. एक्साइटेशन देतात किंवा स्टिम्युलस देतात, स्टिम्युलेशन. ओके, सो दॅट इज युअर इनपुट. नेक्स्ट इज युअर आउटपुट. सो आउटपुट इज व्हॉट? आउटपुट is your response given by the system to the input. जे काही एक्साइटेशन तुम्ही तुमच्या सिस्टीमला अप्लाय करताय, त्या एक्साइटेशनला जो काही रिस्पॉन्स तुमची सिस्टीम प्रोव्हाइड करते, that is your output. So the response, actual response given by the system after applying the input. Okay, so जो काही कूलिंग प्रोसेस आहे, कूलिंग प्रोसेस जी काही एअर कंडिशनर मध्ये होते ती तुमची आउटपुट झाली. Okay, then next is your disturbance. Next part of control system. Actually, disturbance is not a part of control system. Disturbance is the what you can say, the it is nothing but the signal which can be man-made or which can be natural. Okay, that signal can be natural, can be man-made and applied to the control system, because of which the adverse effect on the process of control system takes place. So that is your disturbance. For example, that disturbance can be internal disturbance. Internal disturbance means what? The disturbance which are generated internal to the system. Okay, such as your sensor is not working correctly. एअर कंडिशनर मधला सेन्सर वर्किंग नाही करते करेक्टली. जर ऍक्च्युअल टेम्परेचर 25 डिग्री सेल्सिअस आहे, पण सेन्सर सेन्स करताना 27 डिग्री सेल्सिअस सेन्स करेल, म्हणजे तुमचा ऍक्च्युअल डिझायर टास्क त्याच्याने अचीव होत नाही. सो दॅट इज युअर डिस्टर्बन्स. ओके, एक्सटर्नल डिस्टर्बन्स कॅन बी, एक बंद रूम आहे त्याच्यामध्ये तुमचा एसी चालू आहे, बट whenever the person goes out of the room and comes into the room, the doors is open, so the hot outer air comes in, or it enters into the your chamber, that is your room. So because of that, again the whatever room temperature is set by your AC, that disturbs. Again, the ventilation to the room makes disturbance to the your cooling process. म्हणजे तुमचं रूम थंड होत आलं, त्याच्यात दरवाजा उघडला की बाहेरची हॉट एअर तुमची एंटर होणार, परत रूम टेम्परेचर राईज व्हायला सुरुवात होते. सो दॅट इज नथिंग बट द डिस्टर्बन्स. Okay, so disturbance can be internal, disturbance can be external. Internal disturbance is because of the set of machine pieces जे काही त्या सिस्टीम मध्ये आहे त्याची एजिंग होते, किंवा ते विअर अँड टिअर होतात, किंवा ते प्रॉपरली फंक्शन करत नसेल तर सिस्टीमच्या आउटपुट अचीव करताना काही प्रॉब्लेम्स येतात, त्याला म्हणतात डिस्टर्बन्स. आणि एक्सटर्नल डिस्टर्बन्स एन्व्हायरमेंटल चेंजेसमुळे काही जर एक्सटर्नल डिस्टर्बन्स. Next is your feedback control system. But first of all, what is meant by feedback? Okay, so feedback is nothing but the signal which tends to reduce the difference between output of system and the reference input of the system. Means, suppose you have set the temperature as 25 degrees Celsius. Okay, room temperature you have set it as 25 degrees Celsius. Because of cooling, your temperature is reducing, say suppose from 35 degrees Celsius towards 25 degrees Celsius. Okay, but what thing will tell your controller of system that the actual room temperature of the system? Correct. असं काहीतरी मेकॅनिझम पाहिजे की जेणेकरून तुम्ही कूलिंग करताय, पण आता कूलिंग बाहेर किती होते. Major difference between cooler and AC is what? Cooler continuously cools the room. It doesn't bother about the actual temperature of room. Okay, but air conditioner, it maintains the temperature what you have given to it. So this room temperature is maintained by using feedback signal. So feedback signal is nothing but the signal which tends to reduce the actual difference between your output and your reference input. Correct? If your output is 30 degrees Celsius, your reference is 25 degrees Celsius. So it gives indication to controller that your actual set value or your desired task is not achieved. So work on it. So that is your feedback signal. So feedback control system is your main part of your control system, which works for the achieving the desired task. Okay. So a system that maintains a prescribed relation between input and output is nothing but a feedback control system. अशी सिस्टीम जे तुमच्या रेफरन्स इनपुट आणि आउटपुट मध्ये एक परफेक्ट रिलेशन मेंटेन करण्याचं काम करतं. दॅट इज अ फीडबॅक कंट्रोल सिस्टीम. सो नाव वी हॅव डिस्कस्ड अबाउट द पार्ट्स ऑफ कंट्रोल सिस्टीम. द मेन पार्ट इज प्लांट ऑफ प्रोसेस. ऍक्च्युअल प्लांट अँड प्रोसेस म्हणजे जे काही तुमचं ऍक्च्युअल मशीन आहे, सेट ऑफ मशीन आहे, सेट ऑफ पार्ट्स आहे, त्याला प्लांट असं म्हणतात, जे काही तुमचं पर्टिक्युलर ऑपरेशन परफॉर्म करतात. एक सिंपल उदाहरण घेतलं, तुम्ही जर ऑटोमॅटिक आयरन मध्ये तुमची जी काही हिटिंग कॉईल असेल, त्याच्यानंतर तुमची जी काही वायर असेल, त्याच्यानंतर तुमचा जो काही सरफेस आहे जो मेटलचा तुम्ही क्लॉकवर फिरवता, दॅट इज युअर प्लांट ऑर प्रोसेस. मेन कंट्रोलर कोणता असेल, तुमचा ऑन ऑफ कंट्रोलर जो आपण मध्ये यूज करतो, किंवा PID कंट्रोलर जो यूज करतो, जो आपल्या ऍक्च्युअल टेम्परेचर आणि सेट टेम्परेचरला कम्पेअर करतो आणि मग तुमचा कॉईलला हिटिंग ऑन आणि ऑफ करतो. तर तो कंट्रोलर जो असेल तो कंट्रोलर म्हणजे हा कंट्रोलर. इनपुट म्हणजे तुमचं टेम्परेचर सेन्सर असणार इनपुट कडून. देन output is your hitting of the coil, and then disturbance can be external, internal. जर तुम्ही आयरन घेतले, ऑटोमॅटिक आयरन, ज्यावेळेस तुम्ही नवीन कपडा त्याच्यामध्ये ठेवता, क्लॉथ त्या आयरन खाली ठेवतात, त्याचं टेम्परेचर वेगळं असतं. त्याच्यामुळे तुम्ही ती आयरन त्याच्यावर जर प्लेस जर केली तर ऑटोमॅटिकली त्याचं टेम्परेचर परत डिक्रीज व्हायला सुरुवात होते. सो दॅट इज डिस्टर्बन्स. परत तुम्ही त्याच्यावर काही वॉटर टाकलं, पाणी जर शिंपडलं तर त्याच्यामुळे पण टेम्परेचर थोडंसं कमी जास्त होतं, डिस्टर्बन्स आहे. आणि फीडबॅक कंट्रोल सिस्टीम जे काही आहे दॅट इज नथिंग बट मेंटेन करण्याचं काम करतं, जे की तुमचं रिलेशन मेंटेन करतं रेफरन्स इनपुट आणि तुमच्या आउटपुट मध्ये. ओके, सो दॅट इज युअर feedback. So all these are parts of control system. Now we'll see the actual, what you can say, the classification of control system. So classification of control system is based on actual three things. Based on the existence, okay, based on existence, then based on the feedback, what you can say, it's linearity. Okay, so here as you can see, the classification of control system. So classification of control system, as you can see, so on your screen you can see the classification is कंट्रोल सिस्टीम. करेक्ट. जर सपोज गरम पाणी हातावर पडलं तर आपल्याला चटका लागतो, आपल्याला फीडबॅक, आपण हात बाजूला घेतो. सो दॅट इज युअर नॅचरल कंट्रोल सिस्टीम. करेक्ट. Then second is your man-made control system. So man-made control system is nothing but the control systems which are designed by the man itself. काही पण कोणती पण कंट्रोल सिस्टीम जी काही तुम्ही बघता, so that is your man-made control system. Okay. So that can be your AC, your vehicle. Again, what I told you, the automatic traffic control system is there. Then you can say the automatic ironing is there. So all these are man-made control system. Automatic geyser is there, which boils your water, etc. So these are the man-made control system. Now second classification is based on parameter. So based on parameter, there are two types of control system. One is called linear control system, second is non-linear control system. Again, in linear control system, there are two other types are there. That is your linear time variant and second is linear time invariant. So these two types of control systems are there. Okay. So linear time variant and linear time invariant. These two are the types of linear control system. Now, first of all, the linear means what? Linear control system which follows the homogeneous property. Homogeneous property means like it obeys the two laws, additive property and homogeneous property. So these two laws are followed by which control system, that control systems are called as a linear control system. In that, again, two types are there: linear time variant control system and linear time invariant control system. Okay. Time variant and time invariant. So time variant control system means what? According to time, some parameters of the control system changes. Okay. Some parameters changes, like your suppose automatic vehicle is there. So in that automatic vehicle, your petrol quantity or oil quantity is variable. So you run the system, your what you can say, the oil value, petrol value is going to be decrease, or when you add some fuel to your vehicle, its quantity will increase. So it is linear, but the parameters which are applied to that system are time dependent. After 10 minutes, the parameters can be different. After 1 hour, parameters can be different. So that is your linear time variant control system. So this control system is nothing but a control system in which parameters of the system are varying according to the time. Means these are time-based parameters. Okay. Now second is linear time invariant control system, in which the parameters are unchanged. They do not depend on the time. Okay. So you can say the example, like suppose one electrical network is there. Electrical network consists of resistor, capacitor, inductor, constant value resistor, capacitor, inductor, and continuously you are checking its linearity. So that system is linear. So capacitor, resistor, inductor, these three components are there whose values are not going to be changed according to time. So whenever that control system you test, that control system will found to be as a linear time invariant control system. This is the most important thing. Means time variant system, the parameters changes. तुम्ही एसीचं पण एक्झाम्पल घ्या. म्हणजे तुम्ही रोज संध्याकाळी 8 ला जर एसी चालू केला उन्हाळ्याच्या टायमिंग मध्ये, तर आज टेम्परेचर 32 डिग्री सेल्सिअस असेल, उद्या 33 डिग्री सेल्सिअस असेल, किंवा तुम्ही रात्री 12ला एसी चालू केला त्याचं टेम्परेचर अजून रूमचं टेम्परेचर वेगळं असेल. म्हणजे पॅरामीटर्स जे तुम्ही ऍज अ इनपुट म्हणून देतात तर ते पॅरामीटर्स तुमचे टाइमवर डिपेंडेंट आहे. पण तेच जर तुमचं एखादी कंट्रोल सिस्टीम आहे, समजा एक स्मार्ट टीव्ही असेल, स्मार्ट टीव्हीला सगळे पॅरामीटर्स काय कॉन्स्टंट आहे, नेट चालू आहे, लाईट कनेक्शन ऑन आहे, बरोबर, तुम्ही चॅनल्स जे काय आहे तुमचे कॉन्स्टंट आहे. सो दॅट इज युअर टाइम इनव्हॅरियंट कंट्रोल सिस्टीम. सो डिपेंडिंग अपॉन द टाइम, depending upon the parameter, there are two types of linear control system: time invariant and time invariant. Now next type of control system based on your parameter is that non-linear control system. Okay, so non-linear control system are the system which does not follow the principles of additive property and homogeneous property. Okay, so these non-linear control systems are not most commonly used, they are rarely used control systems. So based on parameters, there are two types of control system: linear and non-linear. Again, in linear there are two types: linear time variant and linear time invariant. Okay, so these two types are there based on parameter. Now third classification is based on feedback. Third classification is based on feedback. So based on feedback, there are two types of control system. That is your open loop control system and closed loop control system. Now this classification is most important classification, and whole subject is dependent on this open loop and closed loop control system. So open loop control system means the control system whose output only depends upon the present input and which do not have the feedback present. That is nothing but your control system, open loop control system. Means in which you can say that, say suppose open loop control system is there. So in open loop control system, controller and next thing is our plant. Okay, so in open loop control system only these things are present. Okay, so like this, here your input is there and here you get the output. So see how control system actually works. I'll tell you in short. See, our input is applied. This input is given to controller. Based on the input or type of input, controller will take some action. So this controller will take action and it will generate controlling signal called as U of t. It will generate controlling signal of U of t like this. Okay, and this U of t signal is given to the plant, and then this plant is nothing but set of machine. On based on the input or the controlling input U of t which is applied, this plant will take some action. It will generate some process mechanism and the output is generated. So in this way the control system works. But this control system is a open loop control system. This is open loop control system. Okay, now, so I hope it is clear what is in the open loop control system. The present input is applied, this present input is applied, and according in the same way, the controller takes action, plant generates some output. Okay, so in this way control system works. So control system controls the output using your control signal generated by the controller. Now the next thing is closed loop control system. Now we'll see the closed loop control system. In closed loop control system, controller is there, plant is there, and one more block here called feedback. One more block, feedback element is there. So this feedback element takes signal from your output. Like this, and this feedback is given to here one summing element is there like this, and this feedback so this is your closed loop control system. Now this closed loop control system has additional block called as feedback element, hence it is called as a so this is your closed loop control system. As you can see, input is given. This input is applied to first of all the controller. Controller will take some action. It will generate the signal, controlling signal U of t. This U of t is your controlling signal. Controlling signal will give signal to plant. Plant will make some operation on it. Output is generated. So this is your general open loop system. In closed loop system, from the output, some input is taken out. Okay, some sample signal is taken out. जसं आपण म्हणतो ना की रोज भाजी केल्यानंतर काही थोडी आपण टेस्ट करून पाहतो की ती बरोबर आहे की नाही, सॅम्पल काढतो. simple way, from output some sample is taken out. This sample is called as a feedback signal. So this feedback signal is taken out from output. It is given to feedback element, and feedback element will sense that feedback and generates the feedback signal. Okay, feedback signal is generated by the feedback element, and this feedback is then added in input. I am saying added. So this here the error detector is there. So next time what error detector will do, error detector will mix this input and feedback signal, and means it is combining both feedback signal आणि input दोघांना combine करतोय आणि एक नवीन रेफरन्स सिग्नल जनरेट करतोय, एरर सिग्नल जनरेट करतोय आणि मग तो एरर सिग्नल हा कंट्रोलरला जातो. I'll explain in short.
किती लोक म्हणजे पाठी परत काढायची मला तर त्यामध्ये ऍडिशनल.
Okay, so as you can see here, the signal generated is called as feedback signal and given as B of t, and whatever sample here we are drawing or we are taking from output, that is called as a C of t. So this error detector will mix this input. Okay, input is also known as R of t. Input is known as R of t. Output is again known as same C of t. So input signal R of t is applied. Okay, R of t is applied. R of t signal and B of t. B of t means your feedback signal. Both are combined together, mixed together, and E of t is generated. When E of t is applied to controller, this controller will take some action based on the E of t. So the actuating signal म्हणजे रिस्पॉन्स सिग्नल कंट्रोलर जनरेट करतो यू ऑफ टी, तो यू ऑफ टी प्लांटला अप्लाय केला जातो, प्लांट त्याच्यावर आउटपुट सी ऑफ टी जनरेट करतो. सेम आउटपुट इज सॅम्पल्ड बाय फीडबॅक एलिमेंट, त्याला आपण फीडबॅक म्हणतो. तो फीडबॅक सॅम्पल घेतल्यानंतर त्याच्यावर फीडबॅक सिग्नल हा बी ऑफ टी जनरेट करतो आणि बी ऑफ टी परत इनपुटला जातो. एसीचं सिंपल उदाहरण घ्या. एसी काय करतो, तुम्ही 25 डिग्री सेल्सिअस इनपुट सेट केलं म्हणजे आर ऑफ टी काय झालं 25 डिग्री सेल्सिअस. 25 डिग्री सेल्सिअस तुम्ही कंट्रोलरला अप्लाय केलं, कंट्रोलर काही कंट्रोल एलिमेंट जनरेट करेल, तो प्लांटला देईल म्हणजे तुमचा कॉम्प्रेसर ते गॅसला कॉम्प्रेस करेल आणि कूलिंग इफेक्ट जनरेट होईल आणि त्याच्याने आउटपुट जनरेट होईल. ते आउटपुट तुम्हाला कूल करेल, तुमचं रूम टेम्परेचर कूल करेल. सो रूम टेम्परेचर थोडंसं कमी होऊन झालं म्हणजे तुमचं रूम टेम्परेचर ऍक्च्युअली होतं 32, ते आता कूलिंग इफेक्टमुळे झालं 30. सो दिस 30 सिग्नल म्हणजे हा जो काय आउटपुट आहे तो फीडबॅक एलिमेंट काय करणार, सेन्स करणार. टेम्परेचर सेन्सर काय करेल, तो टेम्परेचर सेन्स करेल आणि ते सेन्स केलेलं टेम्परेचर हे तुमच्या फीडबॅक एलिमेंट थ्रू म्हणजे तुमचं बी ऑफ टी किती झालं 30. ओके, आणि आर ऑफ टी होतं 25. सो बी ऑफ टी आणि आर ऑफ टी हे दोघं मिक्स होऊन तुमचा एरर जनरेट होईल 5 डिग्री सेल्सिअस आणि मग आता 5 डिग्री सेल्सिअस तुमचं कंट्रोलरला जाणार आणि कंट्रोलर त्या 5 डिग्री सेल्सिअसवर ऍक्शन घेऊन तुमच्या पुढे आउटपुट जनरेट करणार. ओके, म्हणजे ऑटोमॅटिक लिक्विड लेवल कंट्रोलर पण एक तुमचं कंट्रोल सिस्टीम आहे. ऑटोमॅटिक आयर्न आहे, ऑटोमॅटिक एअर कंडिशनर आहे. स्वतः ह्युमन बिंग पण एक काय क्लोज लूप कंट्रोल सिस्टीम आहे. ओके, so these are the classifications of control system. Okay, so this is it in this our today's lecture. Okay.